Hello, welcome back to Mockingbird Yarn Studio. I am Paige,
I'm Elaine.
and we are here to open another yarn subscription today, and Elaine is going to show us what has come in the mail.
This time we got from Darn Good Yarn Company. I saw them all the time on the crochet websites and knitting websites, constantly popping up, and you're kind of attracted because it's only $10. So, I mean, that fits kind of everybody's budget. And so, I had mixed reviews about what I saw, so I want to check it out for ourselves and see. So this is how it comes in this little package. And about Darn Good Yarns, their yarns are made out of country in impoverished neighborhoods. This gives an income to villages that would otherwise not have one, and they use raw materials that they have around. So it's going to be something different pretty much every time. So, it's a little bit about them. You are helping third world countries. Okay, so what we have. Okay, first, they sent us a little card. And on the back side, it says, "We're so happy to have you as part of our Darn Good Yarn family. Couple things you want to know for future boxes." Basically telling you if you need to skip a month, cancel, when it ships, and you'll earn karma points for your subscription. You can use these points to purchase other items on their site. So, you get a little something back. Also, in there, it came with a hook, which is a 5mm hook. And it came with five double-sided, double-pointed hooks. So there's little wooden ones.
And does it say what the needles are?
Size 8. Yeah, size 8. And the yarn, the most important part. The yarn is a rainbow mishmash of different colors. You've got blues, you got purples, you got greens, you got yellows, you got pinks, all worked in there. So
it's a great bright colors. I like the brightness.
Well,
the saturation is really good of color too.
And one thing, it doesn't tell us anything about the yarn. It says on the material section, so we're going to think this is what they're saying this is one skein of GGY worsted weight silk yarn in a watercolor. That's just the only information we have. So I would have liked to have seen more information, like where was it actually made? Where was this one actually made at? What is it actually made of?
It'd be great to have a name to go with it. Yeah. So if it was an individual person or even if it was a collective group, to know what the group name that creates the yarn would be nice to know. I like to kind of know these little backstories. It makes it more exciting when you're working with your yarn.
It's definitely, let me pull it up here, a raw fiber.
It says silk, but it feels definitely raw.
It feels like it's raw silk. It's not processed. It's very, very cottony feeling. You think?
Yeah. Because it's got that rawness like cotton.
Yeah.
Raw cotton.
So I mean, it's a nice yarn. It's something you can work with. And what are our patterns?
Our patterns is a air plant hanger, a tiered one, and there's a knit one and a crochet one. Here is a close-up, just a quick view of that for the knit, and here's an overall in the crochet. It's going to kind of show you how. There we go, and it just kind of hangs. But then again, you can do anything you want with your yarn. You don't have to follow their patterns. It does come with the actual written instructions, so there is no downloading necessary with this. So it does all come together.
That's nice.
Yeah. So overall, I think it's pretty nice little kit. It's great because it does give They do reach the far ends of the value spectrum.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
think that's great.
For $10, like I said, it's worth giving it a try, because the patterns alone would cost you $10 if you were looking for that particular pattern. So the yarn is basically free after that. The knitting needles are free. The hook's free. You're basically buying the patterns. So if you're looking to try something different,
And I would guess it's hand dyed. So,
Yeah.
I mean, hand dyed yarn can be, there's so many, it can go all the way up and, to the high end spectrum. So it's nice to get a hand dyed product.
Darn Good Yarns, if you're listening, more info on the yarn, please.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to our next visit.
Thanks.